Hey guys, welcome to our weekly market update. Today I have Maddie and Shay with me. How are you going, guys?
Good, thank you.
After all of that rain last week, we nearly got washed away, but lots and lots of things happening in the real estate market. How did we go with the property management? Did we have any houses flooded or washed away or anything last week?
We had a very busy end of the week.
Yes.
Through the weekend as well. So definitely never a dull moment. Nothing too strenuous though, which is good.
That's good. Yeah.
We only had 2 properties online last week, and they're still online this week and looking to be leased within the next week.
Yes.
So
yeah.
A little bit quieter for that week, or the last 2 weeks.
Yes.
But we've got a good couple of weeks coming up. So we've got 4 properties, I think, to come up at least in the next week.
Yep.
And pretty mixed bag as well. So we have a bed sit in Hobart that's coming up.
Okay.
A 3-bed in Signet, a 3-bed in Huonville, and a unit in Huonville as well.
Yeah.
Just the ones that's off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Full steam ahead again. So I had a little bit of a lull, but coming back.
Yes. And big weekend for you personally. Maddie plays in a women's football team for the Lions, and they
had a great win.
Had a big win. How many wins in a row is that?
4. We're 4 from 4. So we
had
had a rest weekend this weekend.
Yes.
Time for our awards.
Yeah.
And then back against our rivals, Signet.
Okay. Big one coming up then.
Yes.
Yeah. And how's the sales market over the last few days, Shay?
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
Obviously with the weather over the weekend, it was a little bit quiet in the office, but we still had quite a few people out and about for voting.
Yes.
So yeah, there was a few around.
Yeah.
And we've got a few people, a few properties coming up next week.
Yeah.
A couple of blocks of land in Franklin, and we had a new listing come up in Dover as well. So
yeah.
keep going.
Yeah. And generally inquiry-wise, it's been a little bit quieter with all of that, or a double election for our part of the world, and lots of other things going on with rate rises and things at the moment. So a lot of people sort of buyer sentiment is to wait. Is that sort of generally the people that need to buy are buying, but a lot of the ones that are best careless with they buy not are sort of deciding to wait and see what happens after the election and if there's any more interest rate rises. So how's that sort of number-wise feel compared to earlier in the year as far as a new inquiry and property coming on and an open? Does it feel like there's half as many or 3/4 as many, or what do you sort of feel inquiry levels are at the moment?
They have dropped off quite a bit, but in saying that, the level of people we're having at open homes is still quite a lot less as well, but the price is still staying the same.
Yep.
So that's quite good, I guess, for the vendor's perspective. So
just a few less offers around, but still getting a reasonable result at the end of it. So yeah. So the serious buyers basically are still buying, and the ones who are opportunistic or investment or some of those people are probably the ones that are sitting on the fence at the moment and waiting to see what happens in the world, I suppose. So,
which they can come my way.
And look, we do expect that something as an industry. We're expecting that a lot of properties will go over the next 6 to 12 months will be opportunistic sellers will probably turn into rental properties and sit and hold and wait until the market's in a buoyant position again and keep their properties. So we see that probably having some flowing into the rental side. Look, we would expect that to change, hopefully for the positive for tenants to give more availability. However, with the changes in the building industry at the moment and the cost of construction and the amount of people pulling out of building contracts and things that are actually happening, we don't see a lot of new supply coming into that space with the rental properties, because the cost to build something to then rent it out is cost prohibitive at the moment. The percentage returns are not there to buy a block of land, build a house and put a tenant in. It's probably not a very healthy return. So we expect that side to be a little bit slower with new supply, but existing homes we expect to be a good supply of those shift across into the rental side of the business over the next few weeks or a few months, probably not so much. But Yes, and the interest rate rise, certainly the first one's happened. I think there's a lot of people out there waiting to see how many more happen and how quickly they happen. We're seeing some things happening in other countries that are going up more, and I guess probably, I think, over winter, combination of a new government and then waiting to see how many rate rises we get. We'll probably pause the market a little bit. Last two election cycles, we've definitely seen a big pause around the election. And usually the auction markets in Sydney and Melbourne are a really good indicator as to how well they rebound by 3-4 weeks after the election as to where Tassie's market's going to continue on which path after that. So we'll be keenly watching those over the next month or so to see what our sort of winter and spring's probably going to look like. So, yeah. Cool. All right. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in to today's update. We'll go and let you all enjoy that beautiful sunny day out there. Hopefully it wasn't too frosty at your place overnight. And we'll see you next week on the update.